Hi everyone, welcome to my first tutorial video on 3ds Max. In this video, I'll be walking through the basic tools, setting up my workspace, and inserting basic 2D and 3D geometries. The first thing I would check is your units. By default, when you first install your 3ds Max, you'll be defaulted to the US standard. So to get into unit setup, go to customize, click unit setup. I prefer meters and just gonna double check the system unit setup. And I prefer this in meters too. Press OK to save, press OK again. Next, I'm setting up my workspace. First, I'll probably turn on my Layer Explorer, go to Files, go to Tools, go to your Layer Explorer. Then I will change my viewports. By default, you'll have the quad 4 viewport. You can cycle through by just clicking on the viewports, or you can click Start Shift. This will also allow you to cycle through different viewports. To zoom in to this particular viewport, you can press Alt, hold Alt W, or you can press the plus icon and click Restore Viewport. Again, these will be the same for all of these viewports. Let's say I don't want wireframe in this viewport. I would go to wireframe and click untick wireframe overview, or I could press F3. So click on the viewport, press F3. I prefer not to work on a wireframe. I also prefer to have the big and 3 small viewports. You can set this up by clicking the standard viewport layouts, and you can pick any of these to your preference. By default, one of them will be default shading, and the others will be in wireframe. Again, press F3 to change them. I'm going to switch back to my favorite viewport. Next, I will introduce the basic tools. Let's go through Move. So up here, Move and Select. You can click this or press W key on your keyboard. Click, press W, drag the axis arrows to move the box. Then to navigate around your perspective, you would click your middle scroll wheel button to pan, and to change and drag around the perspective is to press Alt, hold it, and press the middle button on your mouse again. This will allow you to drag. You can also just click and drag the box up on the right hand corner. Yeah. Next is another function of move, but to move accurately, you first select the box you want to move. Go to the bottom and click Select and click Absolute Mode. By pressing this, you can move the box exactly how much you want. Say I want to move the box 100 meters in a Y direction. Type in 100, press Enter. This will move it exactly 100 meters away to the Y, to the direction of Y. Control Z to move it back. Next is the scale. You can also access the basic tools by right-clicking on your mouse button, and you can find them here in the Transform tab. Let's work on scale. Scale is a tricky one in 3ds Max. This is the property window in 3ds Max for any. If this button next to any selection, that's the property menu for this particular tool. So click on your object again that you want to scale. Now this has been changed. You can either adjust the scale by clicking the middle pyramid, drag it, or you can use the sliders. The outside edge give you scale to different, I guess you say this, different axes. Yeah, that just function differently, and you would have to play with it. Okay. Next is the snap function. It's often missed in many tutorials. To toggle your snap, you first go to your toolbar, press this button here called Snap Toggle, or you can press S. Yeah. If you see a little triangle drop down, that means you can right click your mouse and it will bring up the properties for this particular tool. I don't have any other object to snap it to, so I'm gonna make sure my grid points is turned on. Now when I use the move tool, now I can get now I hover any objects, I can get a preview of the points or vertex that I am dragging this object to. So hover over my mouse to the object, move my mouse to a particular vertex, click and drag. Now it's dragged to the corner of my grid. Just do that again, there we go. Now, to keep this on, say if I want to model, or I want to have another square box on top. On your right hand side is a creative panel. So in Create, you got your geometry and your shapes. Let's create another box. Click box. Because my grid and snap is still turned on, I can click and drag. Oh, sorry, click, start there, click and drag. Let go of your mouse once you've reached your vertex. And then I can move my mouse up. There. Now it's a box on another box. To edit this box, we go to the modify panel. You can now turn off your snap toggle because we don't need it anymore. Click this. You can adjust the length, width, and height of your box. Let's say I want to have a square box, 50 meters, 50, 50. Press OK. That's 50, 50 by 50. Same thing here. I can edit these properties to get them the same. Oh, this is a box made with a different units in the American units, so it will not be the right dimensions. Let's delete that and make a pyramid on top of my box. To make a pyramid, go to the Create panel, go to the geometry. In geometry, click pyramid, click the snap toggle on again, drag. Okay, so it's created a pyramid from the midpoint. That's okay. I can go to my move. Just drag this on top. Yeah, so that's how you insert basic 3D geometries in 3ds Max. Next one is the 2D lines, 2D objects. These are all spline objects, so you can create lines, or you can create rectangles, which then with a modifier, let's say extrude. Change the amount, you'll get a box. That's all I want to show in my first tutorial video. Thank you for watching.